Foot Locker released an advertisement, which could be the closest we get to Space Jam 2, or a tease to who will be starring in Space Jam 2. And that person is Blake Griffin. Bum, bum, bum. Roll tape.
It's the same story it's always been. There's the heroes, and there's the villains.
In breaking news, the original super team is back.
Forget the death lineup. This is the apocalypse lineup.
They're fouling everybody.
They just want to watch the game burn.
The league is theirs. Your court is theirs. It's theirs. The whole game is theirs.
Can't anybody stop these guys?
Are you kidding?
But there's always a plot twist.
What's up, jocks? Monstars again, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, brother. You'll need some of these, a lot of these. Oh, and one of these.
Blake Griffin!
What'd you expect? Elmer Fudd?
That joke again.
Oh, like you don't say what's up, Doc, every day?
I hate Monstars.
You know, Jimmy Butler, you could play too.
I know. Why does he not just get involved? Just let
Just
Blake
saying.
take all the heat.
Just fucking chilling there doing graffiti on the side.
It's a great commercial.
It's a great commercial. But if it's, I love the internet, man, because everyone's like, that means Blake Griffin starring in Space Jam 2. I have bold statements regarding this, and people aren't gonna like it because, and I understand, I'm a huge fan of Space Jam. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. But no one could deny
all time?
it's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love space. I love basketball. I love Space Jam. I love Lola Bunny, and I love Bugs Bunny.
It's one of the movies that's always going to be a feel-good movie. But to say it's one of your best movies of all time.
One of my favorite. There's best movies of all time, and
one
there's
of your-
Jason's ridiculous list of favorite
What else
movies.
is in there? Like Weekend at Bernie's?
No, I mean, well, God, we'll save that for the end. God, I can't go into my favorite movies of all time without, like, Reservoir Dogs is up there too, but still, really opposite ends of the spectrum.
No,
we got
that's very
going
similar.
here.
Yeah, one group.
They're both the same. So, first of all, in Space Jam 1, and no one could deny this, Michael Jordan's not a good actor, right? It was just the natural reactions he had, because you have to remember that he was talking to nobody. Like, for most of the movie,
He's talking to Bill Murray.
I mean, at times, but Bill Murray is very believable when he's talking to nobody because he's Bill Murray. Comedic genius and one of the coolest guys on the planet. Michael Jordan, one of the coolest guys on the planet because of his on-court abilities, was, talking to, but like you hear the banter in that commercial with Bugs Bunny and Blake Griffin, and I get it. They can't beat the Monstars with Blake Griffin.
Yeah, they could.
You think they could beat the Monstars?
No, the Monstars
They
would
definitely,
destroy
they
them.
definitely can't beat the Monstars with Jimmy Butler
Without
just
Bugs
sitting on the
Bunny?
sideline with Warby Parker sunglasses at night, doing graffiti on the side. You could be really useful to that team.
There was two people there that could have helped. Bugs could have helped up because we know.
What was Bugs doing?
I don't know. He's just being the distributor instead of actually getting involved.
Bugs had a really rough career after Space Jam 1. He went into working for Foot Locker.
Jimmy Butler could have stepped up, and whenever this Space Jam 2 comes around, Michael Jordan's going to make a cameo. He's going to come back. He's going to help out.
Maybe he'll be coach.
But as for your bold statement that you had to me, did you say your bold statement?
It was that he'll be a better actor in Space Jam
Oh,
than
yeah,
Michael Jordan.
yeah.
He just can't win.
Exactly. I know what I was saying, and when you said it this morning, I feel like I tamed your boldness a little bit.
You did, because I get the idea of why it's Michael Jordan, but don't forget this movie. If I'm correct, like, my dad didn't love this movie.
Yeah, it's
because
for
it's a kids movie.
Yeah.
But like when you're 6 years old, first of all, Looney Tunes are awesome. If you're 6 years old, you don't know really who Bill Murray is, but you find out he's awesome, and then you're talking about one of the 5 greatest athletes in American sports history.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Blake Griffin is not in the category of 5 greatest American sports athletes.
Yeah. Well, across the pond, we loved Space Jam as well, which it kind of goes hand in hand with how transcendent Michael Jordan was. Because this was a sport that we would never consider. If you picked up a football, put that down to your feet.
put
But
it in a hoop.
for a while, a lot of people decided it got like the sport grew because of a movie like Space Jam, where people loved it, kids loved it.
Well, you
and
had the Looney Tunes.
Wait, I already had the Looney Tunes.
Did you have the
Come
Looney
on.
Tunes but with British accents?
With Scott like Bugs Bunny, be like, "What's up, Doc? All right, Doc."
He has a nice piece of haggis he's eating instead of
Instead of a big carrot.
Instead of a big
No, he's a
carrot.
vegetarian. So of course he's eating like a potato or
crumpet,
something.
a crumpet.
But either way, no, I love that movie, and I just think that if you put Blake Griffin in, he's going to be a better actor. But by no means is anyone in the UK going to be like, they would think it's an actor playing it. They wouldn't think it's an athlete unless they Googled him.
Maybe that's what Blake Griffin
Like,
wants.
if you put Kobe in there, yes. You put LeBron James in there, yes. There's like a handful. Two. I think it's only those two could you put in, and the movie would have the same sort of effect, I think,
Could
across the world.
we point out the very subtle but important note that the Monstars and the Golden State Warriors are the same team?
Absolutely.
Because they had the San Francisco Chronicle as the newspaper.
And they wrote the real...
And they're spanking every team on the way to like...
And then at the start they said the real super team's back, so obviously it is. It's like minor shots fired towards the Golden State Warriors. The real super team is a
Foot Locker's just taking
massive shots. towards the
KO
Golden State
punches
Warriors.
right at.
But I'm with you. The fact that Blake Griffin is actually a very good actor. We've seen him in the Kia commercials. He sells
The
them.
Zone.
We've seen him act out towards his kit man, so we know that he's got that side to him. But I think that for someone to play this role, there's no one else that Warner Brothers have on their mind. It's LeBron James, and that's who's going to be the Space Jam next main athlete.
Still
and actor.
pissed off at Jimmy Butler.
So, yeah, he really needs to get his act together.
What are you doing, man?
Like, you can help carry the balls, but you can't help.
Corey owns a Space Jam jersey.
Oh, he's got the jersey. That's
He
one of
has
the
a Toon
best.
Squad jersey. On top of that, like Zach LaVine of the Minnesota Timberwolves grew up loving Space Jam. That's why he wore a Toon Squad jersey in the dunk contest. And you're just going, man, this movie had influence.
Yeah, it did. And as for Jacory's fantastic retro wardrobe, I think it's a close tie between his Looney Tunes jersey and his Will Smith Bel Air jersey.
Oh, it's true.
He's got both of them.
Glorious
it's a close one.
Jacorius for a reason.
Yeah, I think he wore one of them to Coachella, man, and it just set the place up when we were there. I think he had his Looney Tunes up. People were asking for his
Those are
autograph.
what the kids call lit.
Yeah, it was what they called lit. It was a good time.
Them kids call it. All right, comment below. Obviously, they wouldn't win with Blake Griffin. They wouldn't be able to close it out in the fourth. But it wouldn't be his fault. Not Blake's. Oh, God, if Doc Rivers is coach and the post-game press conference after the loss, it's not Blake. It's not Blake's fault.
It's on Jimmy.
It's on Jimmy for
didn't
sitting
even
by the wall outside, graffitiing it, defying odds.